Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Golden Gate Fields here on Saturday. It is the 29th of April 2023. Gonna look at the 11th race from Golden Gate, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5 for more selections for race courses around the world, and also join me next week for my Kentucky Derby preview from Churchill, and also for my 2000 Guineas preview from Newmarket. It's gonna be an excellent week of racing, but that's next week. We have some good racing here from Golden Gate. Actually, next week, I believe Thursday, they're going to try and card an all turf card at Golden Gate. So a special Thursday card. Go check that out. Hasn't been highlighted a lot, but if you've been looking at condition books, they're going to try that. But let's get to the 11th race from Golden Gate. It's the feature of the summer. It is the San Francisco Mile. It's a grade 3 event going for a $250,000 purse, race for 3-year-olds and upwards. We have a field of 9 horses stepping to the lawn, the distance of ground 1,600 meters or a mile on the Golden Gate Turf course. I'm going to take the 2-horse Balkanov as a top selection. Let's go 2-4-9-8 in the superfecta. 2-4-9-8 super, top selection 2-horse Balkanov. This 4-year-old going by a day. Phil D'Amato trains. Umberto Rispoli gets to mount. The horse's most recent outing came first off the bench on the 4th of March here at over at Santa Anita. 1 mile in the Kilroy Mile, and the horse finished 7 by 9 3/4 lengths that day, and he was just a little bit flat. He just was a little bit wide also, and he just never really showed up. Refreshing against lesser quality horses coming up north, I think he could get the trip to win. 2 back in the Santa Anita Mathis Brothers Mile, 1 mile on the 26th of December, and he finished 2nd by a nose that day. He sat back early. He slowly moved his way up, having a great turn of foot. He just missed late, but came home with a 91 buyer. Not a bad race at all. And then prior to that, on the 29th of October, Keeneland, 1 mile in the Byron Station. He won by a neck. Again, had a little bit of traffic that day. Had to really get a good ride, and Tyler rode him, getting there in the nick of time, winning by a neck. An all-around good race there at 6.5 to 1. And then prior to that, in early September at Del Mar, a mile in the 8th in the Del Mar Derby. He finished 4th by 1/4 lengths. Again, he didn't break so well. Had a little bit of a tough trip from that wide post draw. If he had a better trip, he would have made the race interesting late, but again, okay race. And then the Oceanside at Del Mar on opening day, 1 mile on the 22nd of July. He won by 1.5 lengths and basically came from nowhere. Really, really good race with a lot of traffic. He showed potential there. Coming up north shouldn't be a problem. I think at 9 to 5 he's loaded. A bit of an upset could be the 4-horse Bob and Jackie. The 4-horse Bob and Jackie. Jose Valdivia Jr. is on this one for George Papadromo. Most recently in the American Stakes of Santa Anita on the 2nd of April, he finished 3rd by 2 lengths, and he was with them early on. He got overtaken late. He didn't go down without a fight. He needed the run there. Prior to that, in the Thunder Road at Santa Anita, 1 mile on the 4th of February, he finished 7 by 2 3/4 lengths that day. And again, he just never really showed up. It just wasn't his day to win. And then the San Gabriel, he finished 5th by 3 lengths. Again, he was with them early on, seeing a little bit too fast fractions. If it could slow it down on the front end, he could win. If he could run a race like he did last year in the San Marcos or in the San Gabriel, he could definitely win against these horses. Coming up north, his buyers could beat these horses. At 6 to 1, I'm going to use him. And also, you have to watch out for the number 9 horse here, Dicey Mocara, for Drayden Van Dyke. Most recently in the Whittingham, he had a very good place there first off the 2-month refreshing. Before that in the San Marcos, he was just a little bit flat, but won the San Gabriel in late December very nicely at Santa Anita, making his Golden Gate debut. Distance could be a little bit too short, but he could also win. Buyers are up to scratch. Let's use him on the ticket. But to recount my selection for the featured 11th race from Golden Gate, it's the San Francisco Mile. Let's take the 2-horse Balkanov. Give kudos to the 4-horse Bob and Jackie and the 9-horse Dicey Mocara. 2-4-9-8 super. 2-4-9 in your multi-race. So good luck to all, please. Follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5. Good luck, everybody.